Hello students, and welcome to Forensic Accounting and Auditing. I'm real excited to have this course be fully online for the first time. I've had it as a hybrid for the past 2 summers, so I'm looking forward to this adventure, and I hope you are too. Alright, let's go over the syllabus. The first thing is the contact information. My email, carol.sargent@mga.edu, is perfectly acceptable. You may also email me in D2L. No need to email me in both places, either works. I have campus office hours which may not be suitable for you, so instead I'll just try to respond to you within 24 hours. So email me any questions, let me know anything that you need from me. The prerequisite for this class is passing Accounting 2102, which means you've had Principles 1 and Principles 2. If you don't have that, you'll have to drop the class and take it again at a later time when you have those prerequisites met. The course materials are shown here. We've been using these for a little while, so you can find them used. I'll let you read the course description and learning outcomes on your own. I think they're self-explanatory. If for some reason you feel the need to withdraw from the class, let me know. I'll be glad to assist you with that or answer any questions you may have about whether that's appropriate for you. So we have course requirements, we have quizzes and exams, and we have case submissions, and we have graded discussions. So we have these 3 pieces that add up to the 500 potential course points. So we are going to cover 11 chapters, and so each of the 11 chapters has a quiz that is worth 10 points. So that's 110 of your 500 points. And then there's a cumulative final exam at the end of the course that is proctored. So if you are not able to get to the Macon campus for the final exam in person, you'll have to make special arrangements with me to have it proctored at a place that's convenient for you and acceptable to me. So I'll do that on an individual basis. You can just email me and we will schedule that for you. You'll have 2 cases that you'll submit, the Maidon Oilfield Services case and the Mountain State case. The Mountain State case is the comprehensive case that we're going to start at the beginning, and we're going to work on it over the whole semester, and then you'll turn it in at the end of the semester as a complete, full-featured forensic audit. The Maidon case is an opportunity for you to do data mining in order to find evidence of fraud, and both of those are pretty interesting, so I think you'll enjoy those. And then the discussion, since we're not going to meet face-to-face, the way we're going to talk about the cases that give us examples of fraud and employee misconduct is by discussing it on the discussion board. You are also all going to investigate a current event that is of interest to you that applies to our course concepts, and we're going to use the discussion board to learn about the current event you have found and to comment on it and discuss it with you. So those are the things we're going to be doing this semester. I'm usually asked about bonus points sometime during the semester. There are 7 surveys, 3 at the beginning of the course and 4 at the end of the course, that you may complete. They only take 2 or 3 minutes apiece. If you do all 7, you can have 10 points. Alright, so be sure to get that done, because that's an easy way to build in a little slack there in your point budget. Those are the cutoffs for the various grades, so you can calculate your own grade by adding up the points that you've earned. And I do use the grade book in D2L so you can keep track of the points that you have earned at any point in the semester. Late work. Start work early. It is amazing how many disruptions happen in academic life, so do not start any of your projects, discussion boards, at the last minute. Always start them as soon as you could possibly start them, so that if something happens, you're not in trouble. But you may have up to a 1-week extension automatically, but you will it will cost you a letter grade because late work can never be excellent. So if you need to take advantage of that, you don't have to ask permission. That's an automatic 1-week extension. After that, I don't accept it. Okay, chapter lectures and quizzes. You have lecture outlines in D2L. So you can go and have a look at those. Sometimes it's helpful to look at those first. The book is extremely well written, and I don't think you'll have any problem following it. After you've read the chapter and reviewed the outlines, ask any questions that you may have, and then you can proceed to take the chapter quiz. You have 2 hours to complete the quiz. You will not be able to open the quiz and then go do the readings. You will have enough time to look 1 or 2 things up if you'd like, and you can have your notes open while you're taking the quiz if you would like to do that. But there won't be enough time to look at the questions and then go do the readings. So you will have to come prepared even though it's open book, open note. So the current events and discussion of the fraud cases. The current events, you're going to find a current event article on one of the fraud techniques that we're covering. And you'll need to get that approved by me. So as soon as you've found one you like, or if you want some assistance in finding one, you can email me, and because everybody is going to get a different one. So first come, first serve on that. Once you have identified the current event article you wish to share with the class, you will summarize the forensic concepts in the article, not the story, you're not summarizing the bad behavior, but the forensic concepts that are illustrated by the story. And you'll present that to the class, asking them maybe something provocative about the case or the current event, ask their views on something that happened in the story, maybe how they would have done it differently, how you would approach the fraud investigation, whatever you want to do to set the class up so that they have something interesting to respond to. And then everybody's going to respond to everybody else's current event article. Okay, the fraud cases. There are 8 cases we'll be doing out of the case studies book, the Crumley book that's in your readings. You are to post an observation or a question. You are not just going to summarize the case. I would like this to be your personal or professional observation about the case, or a question about the case that came to mind when you were reading it. In terms of awarding points on the discussion of these case studies, it is the quality of your thought or question and not the quantity. Okay, so there's no need for lengthy discussions on the board. I'm looking for you to spend more time thinking before you post. After the deadline, which you'll find at the end of the syllabus, I will post a wrap-up summary of the ideas that the class had on each of these cases, and maybe some ideas that weren't mentioned, and I'll add them to my wrap-up post. So be sure that you read that last wrap-up post on each of the cases. Maydon Oil Services, I will be posting some information about how to get the software downloaded and installed. It doesn't work on a Mac, so you'll have to use somebody else's PC if you've been using a Mac for your normal work. And for folks that would prefer, I'm going to hold some live Skype sessions where you can talk to me live, and I can see your screen and I can coach you through the software. So if it works fine from looking at the YouTube videos where I'm demoing it, then you don't have to come to the Skype sessions, but you're certainly welcome to do so. I will post the times of those sessions later in the semester. Okay, the Mountain State Sports Forensic Audit, I'm going to be presenting that to the class in YouTube videos. So you'll be going there to see the presentation, and then you're going to get some evidence files, and you'll be working through those evidence files to prepare for the next presentation. If you need any special accommodations, let me know. I'm experienced in that area. I'd be glad to assist you with that. We operate under a code of conduct, and we're going to be professional, and we're going to follow all of those good practices. You can find them in the handbook. If you expect to graduate in the next 2 semesters, you need to have already applied for graduation. Okay, so now we have the course schedule here on the screen, and you can see the due date. So this is done 1 week at a time. So for January 11th, the due date would be the end of that week, which would be the Sunday night. That's a Monday, January 11th. So Sunday night of that week is the end of week 1. So that's when you are supposed to be done with anything in this box. Alright, so the week of January 18th, which will end on Sunday, let's see, when is that Sunday? That would end on Sunday the 24th. That is when we will be done discussing that first case study on the discussion board, and that's when I'll post my summary. You need to also be done with the quiz on Chapter 1. So hopefully that gives you the pattern of when it's, so you will start and work on, for instance, Chapter 3 the week of January 25th. Of course, you can always work ahead. So if you have some time and you want to work your chapters early, you're always welcome to do that. But the deadline for that would be the Sunday in the week of week 3. So be sure that you make a note of those various deadlines and work them into the pattern of how you're going to work your online class. Just because we don't meet together doesn't mean you don't attend class. You attend class by completing the work, by watching the videos, by posting on the board, and by doing the quizzes and the other assignments. Okay, so I think you can pretty much see the various things that are going to occur here. There's a deadline here for selecting your current event article. That means that by that date, by that week of February 1st, you need to have approved the current events article that you wish to post for the class. And then you have a few weeks before you actually have to post it, so you have some time to summarize it, research it, investigate it, ask questions about it if you need to. And then by the week of February 22nd, your classmates and you will have posted your current events article, and you have 2 more weeks before you have to respond to everybody. So that will take you a little bit of time because there's quite a few people enrolled in the class at this time. Okay, so that is about it on the syllabus. So if you have any questions about that, be sure to post on the bulletin board or email me, and we'll get those questions cleared up. So at this time then, you would start with your Chapter 1 work. Let's see here, we're already in week 1 here. And you will go and view the Mountain State Sports Forensic Audit Part 1. So we've started. Welcome, and I'm looking forward to it. Have a great semester. Bye-bye.